This is Gnosall Station in 1924. The railway linked Shrewsbury to Stafford. When the line was first opened in June 1849, the shops closed and vast crowds gathered in Wellington. And at Newport there were more celebrations and the church bells rang out. But at Gnosall the events appeared to have been very low-key. The Staffordshire Advertiser reported, "We presume that the present station house at Gnosall is merely temporary. There is a paltry wooden hut in which the clerk and the passenger would find it difficult to exchange a ticket for money without jostling each other." But the railway was a very important part of the village for many years. The station was open from 6 in the morning till 11 at night. The platforms were on the east side of the main road. Access was from up a slope coloured here in green, or by steps on the other side of the line coloured here in purple. This is the goods yard on the other side of the road. There were sidings and a weighbridge. A shunting engine came from Stafford in the mornings at about 11 o'clock to move the goods wagons round. This photograph, looking from Wharf Road towards the church, shows the steps. We're now on the station platform looking towards Stafford. In the distance you can see the Lowfield Lane Bridge. And this is the view the other way towards Newport. The bridge over the road is in the foreground, and the signal box in the distance was opposite the sidings. In the Second World War in 1940, with the risk of invasion of the south coast towns, many children were evacuated. On Sunday the 2nd of June, children from the Hearson Road School in Ramsgate and Draper's Mill School in Margate were brought by train to Stafford and Gnosall. This is part of the description of that day from the parochial school logbook. Mr. House was the school inspector and the writer was the head teacher, Richard Lowe. Mr. House and myself met the train at 2:44 p.m. into Gnosall. The 563 children and 26 adults were marshalled in our school playing field. They were grouped into villages, and as each village group had been medically examined, it was transported to its destination. Sick children were taken to the sick bay at Tenderbank School. 66 evacuees joined the infant school. There were 60 Gnosall children on the registers. And 63 evacuees joined the parochial school, and there were 65 Gnosall children on their registers. This is Bill Cooper, collecting tickets from 2 local people. He worked on the railway for 30 years and spent half of them at Gnosall. He was only short and he had a nickname, Giant. He'd stand on the railway bridge in the morning, looking down Station Road towards where the mini island is today, looking to see if anyone had missed the bus into Stafford and was hurrying along the road towards the station. He'd then hold up the next train for them. In the mid-1900s, the car became more popular and less people used the railway, and it was decided to close the Stafford-Shrewsbury line along with many other routes. Eventually, on the 6th of September 1964, the last train stopped at Gnosall. This picture shows a wreath being put on the engine, and the train was given a 20 detonator salute as it left the station. And 2 railway tickets from Stafford to Gnosall. The top ticket is for a child and the fare was 11 old pennies. By 1976, all the railway track had been removed and it was decided to remove the bridge over the road. It was done at night time to cause least disruption. A lot of villagers stayed up late and watched. The following day it had gone, and eventually the brickwork was removed as well. And now there's no sign that a railway ever passed through Gnosall.